to do, are supposed to do, and in what way? Well, I will not make a pronouncement on the issue of mineral resources made by my niece. But what I want to assure you is to prove to you one thing, one fundamental thing in life. Without Allah, you are nothing. A country is wealthy because Allah wished that or willed that. A country is poor because so did Allah declare. This country cannot become wealthy by worshipping any other entity other than the Almighty Allah. What we have in this country, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So, it's a matter of two things to get rid of poverty in this country. All of us working together as a nation and working as individuals positively towards nation building and getting ourselves out of poverty. The second thing is believe and worship the Almighty Allah only. Therefore, we should change our attitude. Our best social security is the extended family system, which I'm proud of. But the dependency syndrome is trying to negate that. Where you see a young, able-bodied person, mostly male, sitting down and doing nothing unless he goes to Europe. And he sits down and is well clothed because his uncle, brother or sister is working. This dependency syndrome is negative because it entrenches endemic self-inflicted poverty in this country. What I am asking for is a change of attitude. I'm not saying that your cousin, your nephew, or any other person shouldn't depend on you. No. But if a person is an able-bodied person, tell the person that the dependency cannot be tolerated for eternity. When I took over, everybody thought that because I'm the president, they would not go to the farms or go and fish or go and do something. And so they decided to abandon all what they were doing, expecting me to feed them. I made it very clear. If you expect me as the president to go to Canada and till the land, to give you to eat, you're making a grave mistake. It's only my mom who has that right to sit down and for me to provide for her. They thought I was joking, and I made sure that I live to my principles. What is my principle? Do your best, and where you cannot, if I can come and help you, I will. But you cannot just sit down. I'm the president, and you're counting on me because we are related. I work almost 24 hours a day. You sit around doing nothing, expecting me to give you whatever I do. I will not do that. Only my mom has that right. Well, people wonder why my mom, because she's the only parent alive. I thank Allah for whatever decision He has taken. But I'm also very grateful that He left my mom alive. All what I'm saying is, let us also be approachable. There is a blessing in being humble. The Almighty Allah is the Almighty Allah. There's nothing compared to the Almighty Allah. You cannot compare any authority to the Almighty Allah. But there are people that on a daily basis say bad things that Allah doesn't in fact exist in the first place. You could have taken their life just like that. But Allah said, oh, you are free to do whatever you want, but there's a day of reckoning. And some, even in the Quran, even that day of reckoning also, Allah would decide to forgive some of the worst offenders. It's only Allah who can do that. Who are we not to forgive? Many a time, I have cause to send somebody home. Is it a pleasure or no? And I know exactly what some of the prayers were when somebody said, we hope that next time all of us would come back to Kanilai. Do you think it's a pleasure to send somebody away? You don't know what torment I go through. But not even my brother, cousin, uncle, or anybody can stand between Gambia's progress and then get away with it. That is not going to be tolerated. But let me also assure you that many a time somebody is sent home after many years or a few months or a few days, the person is reinstated. And some people misconstrue that as a sign of indecisiveness or confusion or me having made a big mistake and realized it. No. You see, if the Almighty Allah can forgive, who am I, a slave of the Almighty Allah, not to forgive? I have one policy. If I know you don't like me, I leave you alone. And that is also my foreign policy. If any country doesn't like the government, we leave them alone. But we not antagonize them because we don't have time to pick up enemies. But nobody also would disrespect us. So on this note, I want to thank the Vice President for her leadership. Yes, she has always been a mother to the cabinet. She has always been a very good defender of most of you, without you knowing. There has never been any time that I asked Vice President for an opinion to dismiss somebody and she said yes. You know the way she talks. You know, yeah. And then she would look at me and say, you know you love children, and maybe his children, you meet up with them in Kanila or somewhere, you know, back on them, just warn him. So I've warned the person on several occasions. From 96 to date, the Vice President has never recommended that we dismiss anybody. What do I do? That is why I stopped getting her opinion. Because I know, she makes me feel so bad that most of the time I change my mind. And especially when she said, Your Excellency, you know you love children, and the children love you. And I think his children also love you. So when you meet up with them, they can tell you, oh, that is dismissed, and you feel embarrassed. And I said, yeah, I know, but the country comes first. What the guy did also will deprive a lot of children from getting what they want. That's where I base my argument. But is it a pleasure? No, it is not. We learned lessons, and I think we all realize that if we work together as a team, we will achieve faster than working as individuals. And so the permanent secretaries, deputy permanent secretaries, you don't need to come to Kanilai for a retreat in order for you to work together. Always work together. Even on a weekly basis, if you can gather somewhere, just the same as we have cabinet meeting, I think we should also have permanent secretaries meeting to be chaired by either PSPM or the Secretary General. On a weekly basis, the same as we have the cabinet, because it is very important to put brains together to find better solutions. So once again, to the indefatigable Secretariat,